Nigeria with medical equipment to help Idahosa, to help Benin City. So Idahosa wanted to just feel good and also introduce. So that time it was military government. Can't remember the military governor of Benin. And he went, because he has always been there. He went with this guy to go and see the governor. And the governor sent a message back to tell the Idahosa that he was busy. He said, go back and tell him that it is Benson in Idahosa that want to see him. And the guy said, tell him that he's busy. I said, okay, go back and tell your guy that in case he doesn't know, I am the governor of the state. And that I am going to Lagos. By the time I come back, he will cease to be the governor. Now, when you hear that, you will think he's going to report to somebody. Wow. The guy went to Lagos, spent 3-4 days. The day he came back, he just heard the news that one sin that guy committed a long time ago suddenly came out. You know military government now? They just took him up immediately. And when he knew that, he quickly ran straight to the state house again to quickly meet him before he left. So didn't I tell you I'm in charge of this state? So there must be this knowing. Where has God given you? Write it down, map it, get the map. Don't be concerned about the whole. I mean, God can always expand. But you know where your strength is, right? Just put a map. Like a pastor in Warri now. Warri is too big for you. Right now, just map out that small area. Be concerned about the place. It's your focus. Every day you wake up, you are looking at it. You are praying, you are taking charge. If you can take charge very well, once you hear that one bad thing is happening, you can get up and say, no, not whilst I am here. Forget Lagos. There are other pastors. Are you the only one that God called? There are other pastors. Praise God. Hallelujah. So you must know where your harvest is. Please, by tomorrow, between now and tomorrow, I want you to please take a piece of paper and write down, if it were possible, draw your geographical reign of authority. Draw it. In an organization like this, only the pastor has the spiritual capacity to dream bigger, because he has representatives everywhere. That's why it's not everybody that is an apostle. Do you understand? There are some people who call themselves pastors, but they are really apostles. There are some people who are not even nothing, they are calling themselves apostles. I mean, are you getting my point? Yeah. So they are the ones that have the capacity of being able to pray for a wider geographical area. But for you, you never reach that level. Choose one. In fact, if you don't live in VI, don't pray for VI. If I'm wrong, Pastor will correct me later. Don't pray for VI. Why? Not because you hate VI, but because you know that there's somebody else in VI. Because God is one. God has people everywhere, right? Yes. God everywhere. Focus in one place. Number 2. Who Jesus focused on? Luke chapter 4 verse 18. Luke chapter 4 verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has anointed me to preach the gospel to who? The poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has anointed me to preach the gospel. Now, you must have a focus. Now, you know what our problem is most of the time? We are not interested in people's souls. We are only interested in people's pockets. Do you understand that? Our focus is always, how can I get more rich people to come to church? Because we all know what money can do, right? So we focus on them. That's why we like to package invitation letters. I saw one packaging today. Luther. We like to, and many of us that don't even have poulet like that guy, we will now want to adopt that as a new system of packaging. If you try that, basic. So, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Master, said he has anointed me to preach to who? He said to rich men. Anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal those who are broken-hearted. The poor, in most cases, are ready for the gospel. The broken-hearted, in most cases, are ready for the gospel. You know, one time that the gospel spread so well in America was after 9/11. After a major disaster, it's always the time that good missionaries move into a territory. To preach deliverance to the captives, those who feel that they are captives, and the recovery of sight to the blind. You are wasting your time when you go to preach recovery of sight to those who are not blind. You are wasting your time going to people who don't need you. Before I explain that, let me show you another scripture, because I know that some of you know the Bible more than me. You will just dislodge me. Luke chapter 14, 12 to 14. And I want us to analyze this together. Luke 14, 12 to 14. Please, if you have your Bible, open to it, because we're going to analyze it together. Then he said also to him that bade him, when thou makest a dinner or a supper. Now, let me ask you, how else can we say that? When you make a dinner or a supper, can we also say when you make a program? Yeah. Will it fit in, man of God? Yes, can we say when you do a program? Yes, sir. Can it fit in? Yes, sir. Okay. When you make a dinner or a program, all right, call not your friends. Is there a maybe there? No. Was Jesus joking? No. What did he say? So when you are doing a program, don't call your friends. Who do we call when we have programs? Friends. So something must be wrong somewhere, right? You see that the Lord doesn't know what he's saying, or the Lord is so archaic that doesn't understand our time. Or he was just talking to people then, he's not talking to us. Otherwise, let's throw the Bible away. Right? But the Lord said, when you are doing a program, don't call your friends. Number 2, don't call your brothers. Number 3, don't call your kinsmen, your townsmen. Aaron the Zog. Aaron the Zog social club. Aaron the Zog improvement union. Don't call them. Nor thy rich neighbors. When I go, look at me. Did you see that he didn't say don't call your neighbors? The rich ones. Don't call your rich neighbors. Because they are the ones we like to call. Not the poor ones. Hello. I don't know if you will let me preach to you again. Don't call your rich neighbors. Why? Lest they also beat thee again, and recompense be made unto you. Now this is the reason. The Lord always gives a reason. People come to your programs for two reasons. Some people come to your program to help you. Some people come to your program to encourage you. Those who come to your program to encourage you don't get blessed. Oh, we are not. Some other people come to your program because they recognize an anointing in your life. They have a need. They see you as somebody who can help them. One person comes to help you. The other one thinks you have something that will be useful to him. Do you understand? Yes. And your ministry needs something to grow. Your ministry needs the testimony of people. How did the ministry of Jesus grow? When he went to Nazareth, did anybody testify about him? No. Come on. Are we together? Why? You don't talk about somebody you went to help. They gathered in his meeting because he was their brother. He was a member of People of Nazareth Development Union. That was why they went. They are townsmen. They enjoy. Are you seeing pastors that want to open a church? The launching of the church, half of the people there are pastors. And all of them want to sit on altars. When you see the altar, pastor will not pose like this. Then there's no new person who, and now you start your ministry being frustrated because you do it on Saturday. By the time you now come to church on Sunday, you are alone.